Hi, just David here from One Up Gaming. Now, before the crazy fun starts of the podcast, I would just like to do a very important plea to any listeners out there. I have a friend who last year, unfortunately, they had a horse riding accident, and it's now left them paralysed from the waist down, and they currently have like a DS, and I'm hoping that with some of you guys' help we might be able to try and get like a Wii, like a 3DS, anything, donate it to us, and I'll make sure that she gets it, and I'll even try and make some videos of it when I go down to see them. But yeah, that's basically it. There will be more details on our website, oneupgaming.co.uk, and hopefully in some small way we can try and ease and just make a days go by better. So just go to our website, oneupgaming.co.uk, and have a quick look there. So thank you. On with the show.
Hi, I'm Keith Allen, and I play Murphy on Z Nation, and I listen to One Up Gaming Podcast.
Hi, I'm Lucy James, and I listen to the One Up Gaming Podcast.
Yeah, this how we do it, y'all. L-G-E, man. Straight out of Diamond Star Production. What up to you, One Up Gaming? They're not really ready for this one. One Up Gaming is behind me. Let me get in beast mode. If you wanna try me, you don't need a cheat code. Conte is who I be. To you is Mr. Hero, legendary adversary. Flows considered lethal. I'm a Super Saiyan. I got Dragon Balls, I wouldn't lie. You might think I'm playing when I'm saying I can really fly. When I'm on the track, you feel the energy I'm pushing out. Put me on the map. One Up Gaming's who I'm talking about. I'm the rapping Master Chief, epic to say the least. Contain the hero, better etch that in your memory. And so the One Up Gaming for the show out. Contain the hero is really gonna show out. Show out. Contain. And so the One Up. And so the One Up. Dope bitch you ever heard.
And we're back. It's One Up Gaming. It is episode 203, I think. Should I double check?
Probably. That would probably be for the best, yeah.
202 was the John Hare interview, so yeah, 203. So, yeah, episode 203. So it's me, David, and we've got Eddie.
Yep, I'm back again.
Yeah.
I am the gift that keeps on giving. So right now we are going to do predictions, right?
Yeah, we're going to have a quick little predictions of what we think will be happening at E3. Nothing major, because I've had a really rough week and I've not really looked into much. So hopefully you've got more ideas than me, Eddie.
Hopefully.
So should we go in order, or should we just do it how I've written them down?
Yeah, however you've written them down will be fine.
Because I've got the times and that, so we can go in order if you want.
No. However you've written them down is fine.
How I've written them down, right. So first of all, I am not sure what Bethesda will be showing, apart from maybe a new Wolfenstein. And other than that, maybe Quake Champions might get a bit of a showing. And some of the free-to-play stuff. But other than that, I'm not sure what they've got to show. Don't know if you've got any ideas. I mean, is it Tequila Works who did that horror game a couple of years ago now?
They might show... if I'm right, they might show... like a new game, something new, like a new IP. It's unlikely, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
And then maybe if they don't do that, then they're probably going to show off something like that they're working on currently. So, I'm not really sure myself, actually.
No.
It really just depends on what they choose to show.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. So I guess we'll just move straight on then to Ubisoft.
Yeah.
And the definite game that they're going to show is the Mario vs. the Rabbids sort of role-playing game that they've been working on for the Switch.
Oh, yeah. They might show that. I don't know if they will. But hopefully they do, because it would be a waste if they didn't.
Then again, they might wait and let Nintendo show it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know. But I mean, like, I will say, I am almost certain that because of the last few years, we won't get any news on a new Rainbow Six, on a new Ghost Recon, or anything on Watch Dogs. So the only thing that leaves is this year's Assassin's Creed will get officially revealed, and Far Cry 5 will get a full gameplay trailer, and the other game that I think will get shown, because they haven't shown or made any since like 2013, I believe, and that's a new Splinter Cell.
I would not be surprised, honestly, if they did a new Splinter Cell, because it is a very popular IP, especially like because Splinter Cell used to be very big, especially with like the stealth when it was just primarily stealth games. I can't remember when the last Splinter Cell was though. When the last one came out,
it was Splinter Cell
I think it was for like
Blacklist.
Yeah. Wow, that is an old game.
Yeah.
That is a very old game. I wouldn't be surprised if they... I would be actually kind of surprised if they did Splinter Cell. But a lot of people are liking the stealth games, aren't they? A lot of people want to see stealth games. A lot of people want to see, those type of games. Ever since... what was it? Ghost... Oh, God. Sniper Ghost Warrior?
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
Yeah, and the Sniper Elites and all those sort of things.
Yeah, people have really gotten into like the whole like stealthy, get on with it type of games. So
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yes, I mean, I don't know if... I mean, they'll show more of the South Park game.
Yeah, they might show some Assassin's Creed as well. Well, actually, they might show gameplay.
Yeah, I think they'll
They
show
might.
gameplay of Assassin's Creed and Far Cry 5.
I hope they show gameplay. I know they're going to show gameplay of Far Cry 5 because that game looks like they put... Like, it's at that time in development where they can show gameplay.
Well,
I don't know about Assassin's Creed.
Well, both of them should be out September to like November sort of timescale.
Hopefully.
You know,
Because, remember, the South Park game, Fractured But Whole,
that's been delayed till
that was
next year
supposed
now.
to... Exactly. So,
But I
we don't
think
know.
Assassin's Creed, they're like clockwork, like November every year, aren't they? They took a year off last year to retool it.
Yeah.
But technically, did they really take a year off? Because they did the Assassin's Creed sort of Ezio collection. So
That's more like a remaster, but even then it's not really a remaster. It wasn't that big of a
but still,
remaster.
everyone sort of says, "Oh, they took a year off." It's like, well, no, they still released an Assassin's Creed game.
Yeah. It was just not like, you know, a chronological game. It was just a game.
Yeah. So I think that's all I can think of with Ubisoft.
I would love to see the Far Cry 5. I hope it's in a point in development where they can show gameplay.
Yeah,
and
it will
looks
be.
Good.
I think they'll do the exact same as what they did the last time for Assassin's Creed 4. Not Assassin's Creed, the Far Cry 4, where it'll show you the first 5 minutes of the game, like the intro and the walk around and introducing the bad guy sort of thing. I might be way off, but that's what I assume. So moving on then, Electronic Arts.
Ooh, EA.
I have got 3 things wrote down.
Okay.
And these are the most obvious 3 things that you'll ever see on a list. And that's Sports, Star Wars, and Need for Speed.
Yeah.
That's all I can think of from EA.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, with EA, their lineup is usually the same each E3. They might be sticking to FIFA though for this one because of what's happening. You have the whole journey they're still doing that whole story mode type thing. They're still doing. They have finally put a new player on the cover. They put Cristiano Ronaldo on the cover. They're putting. I'm guessing they changed the game a bit. I hope.
I don't know.
But then you also have them. They're gonna have an entire thing just for Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Do you reckon they'll show any more of that Star Wars single player game that they announced about 4 years ago?
Oh God, no. God, no. No. For Star Wars, the only, when it comes to Star Wars, the only games that you can count on is probably Battlefield now. Because there aren't any. Besides mobile games and the MMO, there are no other Star Wars games. And the MMO I don't even think is canon anymore. I don't think. I honestly have no clue if it's canon or not. I hope it is.
I don't think anything's canon anymore. So, are you excited to see the new Need for Speed game?
No, and I'm going to tell you why. I'd much rather see Burnout.
Yeah.
I'd much rather see Burnout. Need for Speed is fun. Do not get me wrong. Need for Speed is fun. But it doesn't scratch the itch. It is not the same as Burnout. It's like a lackluster version of Burnout, and it is very disappointing. I'm disappointed every time I play that game. Every time I play Need for Speed, I'm disappointed. Because there's so much they could do with it, but they don't. Like, have you played the game Split Second?
Yes, I love that game.
That game is what Need for Speed should be. It is 100% what it should be, but it isn't. And it is annoying. Because you want Need for Speed to be the need to go fast. The need for speed.
Well, I mean, like, if you sort of, like, go back to the original sort of, like, Need for Speed game that was out on 3DO and PS1 and Sega Saturn, that was very much a simulation game. Whereas now they're all, like, arcade races. But I will say...
That's where it's going.
I understand why they don't do a Burnout. And that was, like, Burnout Paradise costs loads of money to develop and make, and it didn't sell. Need for Speed cost a load of money to make and produce, but that sold like 17 million copies each year. You know, so pure maths tells you no one buys that, everyone buys that. Well, no point making that, we'll just make this one.
Yeah.
But it is a shame. I mean, like, would it be too hard to do, like, the same as what Microsoft do? Like, 1 year have Need for Speed and 1 year have Burnout?
I don't think so. I don't think it would be too difficult because Burnout is a game that right now in the racing when it comes to racing genre it is needed.
Hmm.
It's actually needed, and it's actually kind of important. Because it's just like, in a racing genre, what do you really have? Let's be honest. You have Dirt, you have Need for Speed. Shit, that's the only two I can think of. Those are the only two racing games I can think of. Dirt and Need for Speed.
Gran Turismo, Forza
Yeah.
Horizon.
Yeah, but those are literal simulators. Those are literally simulators.
I want a new Need for Speed. No, bloody hell. I want a new Ridge Racer.
Yes. 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 Ridge Racer. Dude. It's so good.
I've even got a Ridge Racer tattoo now.
Oh wow. It mixes. All I'm gonna say is you are very lucky. You are married right now. Because if you weren't, dude, you'd never get laid. You'd never get laid again.
Mm.
But this is what I'm saying. Ridge Racer is the perfect mix of arcade and simulation. The cars look good, and the game runs well, and you can have fun with it. You don't have to be clinical with your turns or technical with your straightaways. You can just have fun with it.
Sorry, I just got an email sent through from Matt. Yeah, I understand. So I don't think we're going to see anything from EA that makes us think, wow, unless they've got something completely out of the blue to sort of show. But so I think we'll move on to Nintendo. And the only two games that I've got wrote down which I'm interested in seeing more of, and that'd be Super Mario Odyssey. And I'm not interested to see it, but I think it'll be announced, and that's the Smash Brothers Deluxe.
Okay. Smash Brothers is... I don't know. I don't think they will... I hope they won't, and I really hope they won't, just release the same one that was on Wii U. I want them to change it. I want them to make it different. Add new stages. Add new characters. Change shit up. Because you have had the same Smash Brothers since the beginning. I am not saying it's not good. All I'm saying is you can do more. You have had the time. You have had the ability. You can do more. I don't want them to just reboot it. That's not what people want to see. No one wants to see that.
To be fair, I think if they come out and say, and there's the new Smash Brothers game, and it'll be out in 3 years' time, or if they come out and say it's Smash Brothers Deluxe, it's got all 50 characters plus these 5 new ones and 5 new stages, and it's out in September. I think people would rather have that, to be fair. But
maybe.
I guess
I would
we'll
love them
have
to.
see.
I would love to see them. I would love to see them add more characters, though.
Well, I mean,
Granted, they've added almost everyone, but like, there's a lot of people they haven't added.
it'll be the same as like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It was Mario Kart 8 with all the DLC plus an extra few characters and little tweaks. So they'll
Yeah.
do the same thing with this, all the DLC characters, and they'll give you like 2 or 3 new characters and 2 or 3 new stages. You know, and then charge you like 50 quid for it. Actually, if you go on the eShop,
Okay.
it's like $59.99.
Wow.
Yeah.
But this is the thing. Are you, like, for a fighting game, a new character can change the entire game. Like it can change the entire meta of the game. So who was high tier is now low tier, or who's low tier is now high tier, because they would have to balance the game again to fit adding a new character and that new character's power, attack, skills, and specific traits. So adding a new character may just change the entire game, and that would be amazing to see.
I mean, I know what you're saying, but I don't think that matters with Smash Brothers. I don't count it as a fighting game. It's more of a party game.
Honestly, you know what, I can't even blame you for seeing it that way, because they don't like. I don't know if they don't like it, but it doesn't seem like they like when it's seen in the light of a competitive fighting game, like a high tier competitive fighting game. Maybe because it's Smash Brothers and you see Nintendo characters punching each other, so no one takes it seriously. But
I don't take it seriously because it's got one big button you just smash every now and again.
Yeah. So I don't know. It depends on the person, innit?
Yeah. So Nintendo. I'm curious what they come up with and what they announce. But
yeah.
I don't know. I just don't know. So I guess Microsoft. Now the big easy one is they will announce what the Scorpio's name going to be, either the Xbox One Elite or the Xbox One Pro, the Xbox One
or just
Plus,
or just like the Super Xbox. I don't know. They're probably going to give it a ridiculous name, regardless.
I mean, the thing is, whenever Phil Spencer's been talking about it, he's always sort of said it's a part of the Xbox One family. So to me, that makes it sound it's going to be Xbox One something else.
Something, yeah. It's going to be Xbox One something, like Xbox One, I don't know, Xbox One Ultra or Xbox
and
One
I just think with
Super.
like the Elite controllers being like the top of the range controllers they do, then that makes perfect sense to call it the Xbox One Elite.
Yeah. Maybe. It wouldn't be like, you know. It wouldn't be super creative.
They should call it
Microsoft are talking about.
the Xbox One better than PS4 Pro.
Do you know what it is? I wouldn't be surprised if they did. I wouldn't be surprised if they did, because the way they're going, they are in that vein of how Sega used to act to Nintendo, with like the Sega Genesis does what the Nintendo don't. They are in that vein, and it is serious.
Yeah, but to be fair, Sega was right. Nintendo don't do a lot of things. But anyway.
But this is the thing. That is Nintendo, isn't it? Like, Nintendo's always been that way. They do nothing.
I know.
They just innovate. They protect. Well, they don't really innovate, do they? Not really.
They do the same thing as what Apple does, and that's
they see ideas and
they wait until there's good ideas and then they perfect the idea.
Not perfect.
Well,
I wouldn't say perfect. I would say they improve it a little bit and then put Nintendo on it. That's what they do. That is what they do. It's the same with Apple. Apple sees something they like, they're gonna say we're gonna change it a bit and then put a fruit on it. Done. It's just that's how it is.
So I think they'll also announce, maybe not the date, but the window, and I don't know if they'll announce the price, because I think they might wait like a month or two before that and do like another little show where they'll actually have the proper full date and the price revealed. But I mean, I don't know about you, but it's like, if this console comes out, because I think the PS4 Pro's £399. I think, or is it 299? I can't. No, it must be 399. If this Xbox new one comes out and it is over £400, then Microsoft, there's no point even releasing the console.
Because I'm not even gonna lie, that's very true.
You've got to think, Microsoft being outsold there's so many more PS4s than there is Xbox Ones being sold, and then to come out and sort of say, oh, we're like £100 more expensive, it's like, no, I'll just get the PS4 Pro. And the PS4 Pro will have been out about a year, and that's perfect, ready to maybe knock another 50 quid off the price. So if they do come out for £400, Sony will just sort of say, oh, as of November, the PS4 Pro is only £350. So you can still buy it cheaper.
Well done.
So I mean, I guess, talking about Microsoft games, the only ones I can think of would be Crackdown 3, State of Decay, Forza Motorsport 7, and that's basically about it. I mean, unless they've got some other weird random stuff that they're gonna just shove down.
Yeah. Because it's like, I'm not gonna say that when it comes, well, I am gonna say it. When it comes to E3, a lot of the press conferences, they're predictable mostly because there aren't a lot of games that they want to show off until they are perfect. Especially when it comes to E3, they don't really want to show anything that they're not going to bring out. Like, when it comes to making predictions, it's not difficult unless they bring out like some secret IP they've kept under the rug. Other than that, most of what they're bringing out is going to be very specific. They already have a plan. They already have and that's one of the reasons why I don't think a lot of people like E3, because it's one of those things where it's not really a surprise anymore. It's just, okay, yeah, I know what they're going to announce. I'm just here for the videos. I'm just here for the trailers. I'm just here for the gameplay. Or they're just like, I'll watch it tomorrow. I'll watch it next week or whatever. They're not like, oh, I need to see it now, because there's no need, because you already know what's going to drop. It's not really something that you need to, prepare yourself for. There's no more surprises really when it comes to games. Not anymore. And it is a shame, because it's like, for Sony, you know what you're getting. You know the games you're going to see. Microsoft, you know the games you're going to see. Like, Microsoft, you have a perfect idea of what you're going to see. You're going to see Crackdown 3. You might see Gears of War. You're going to see Sea of Thieves.
I think we'll see Sea of Thieves, and we'll also see a teaser trailer for the next Halo game. But it's like a lot of their studios have been quiet, because I think they were waiting to sort of like announce their new games ready for the Scorpio reveal.
For the new console.
Yeah. So that's why the last few years
there's
quiet.
a new console, and boom, all these new games with it.
Yeah.
Like,
is that
you have Ubisoft their entire lineup is there.
They will work on the Xbox One, but they'll run better on the new console.
Yeah. Like, what I'm thinking is, because like right now you have all of these different companies just wanting to make the biggest splash, wanting to be the thing that trends the most. Ubisoft isn't going to be that, because we already know what you're going to see, what you're going to show us. We're going to see Assassin's Creed. It's just going to be in Egypt. You can't change the game mechanics that much. You probably can add one or two new weapons, but they're probably going to behave the exact same. You have Far Cry. It's Far Cry, for fuck's sake. How much? Come on, again. You have South Park. It's funny to play, watch, but we're not going to see anything new, so no need to really pay attention. And it got delayed, so it's probably not even going to be there, not in its full capacity anyway. Then you have like other places like Bethesda and EA, where EA is just sports and Battlefront, done. Bethesda's just Skyrim. You're probably just going to see Skyrim and maybe Wolfenstein. There you go. That's Bethesda for you. You might see Fallout. There might be something for Fallout. Don't know. I would be surprised. I would be very surprised if there was, but you know, you have Microsoft they're probably going to show more indie games, which is something that they can do. Maybe talk more about backwards compatibility, what new games are coming there, and then maybe they're gonna add. I don't know. They might add like a legacy franchise, like something that people have wanted, like a franchise people have wanted to come back. So I don't know. Besides Halo, I probably guess like Fable's dead.
I would love to see
something.
Project Gotham Racing, but I don't think they would now with the Forza Horizon taking up that sort.
But then again, they could add that. That could be like a DLC thing. I would be a little surprised, but not completely, because adding comic book things into games as DLC is becoming big. It's becoming the big thing. Why? Because they make money. So I don't know. Honestly, I don't. I'm just a little. I don't know. When it comes to E3, I just have the feeling I'm not going to be impressed by a lot. I'm not going to be blown away by a lot. I'm just going to see a lot of the same. A lot of the things that I expect to see. I'm not going to be surprised or blown away by any of it. And that's a shame. That is a shame.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, like, I don't know how much of this stuff's been announced, but I've got emails of, like, running order of stuff that's going to be shown. I'm not really going to mention any of that stuff on here, because I don't know if it's all embargoed or not. I can't be bothered to go through and read it all.
Because, like, there are a few games that... Wait, I don't even know. There are a few games that I can see. There are a few games like that I know are going to be there or are going to be around there, and I can talk about them because the embargo's over. But well, I think most of the embargo's over. But Elix, that game is very. It's a good game. It is a good game, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. Why? Because it is fun. It's fun. It's a world that is expansive, and you aren't just, you're the hero that we all need and want, and, go kill this thing and that thing and this thing. No, you actually have to, you're in a world where you are not accustomed to a lot of these things. You do not know your way around. Learn. Figure it out. Make friends. It's needed. It's not just like, oh, you can just start the game and just run to the end. No, you have to actually do shit, because in a world like this, you can't just run straight to the end. It doesn't work like that. And honestly, it works wonderfully. You have the other game, Battle Chasers. Fucking great. Battle Chasers is bloody amazing. It's the best turn-based RPG I've played since Crisis Core. And that's saying a lot, because there haven't been a lot of good ones. Story-wise, there have been many, many good RPGs. But gameplay-wise, not many. This is one of the good ones. The art, phenomenal. Gameplay, phenomenal. How you play the game, the fact that the game isn't like, oh, you have to think. No, it put you're in a fight, and it's either you either brute force it, which doesn't work most of the time, or you just win. You just figure out how to do it and you win. And that is a good thing to see in turn-based RPGs again. It's so good, because a lot of RPGs you can just you can just power level yourself, be like 3 or 4 levels above the enemy, and just wipe them out. Just like, boom, 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 done. Don't need to stay here anymore. You just walk through the story just by doing side quests. But with this, it's just like, no, you actually do have to pay attention and try and understand how enemies play and like, you know, back to learning, oh, this enemy does this enemy can do that, this enemy can do this. It's all those things and more. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I see. Oh God, my back. I see what you're saying.
I just don't think I'm gonna see any of that when I go and look at E3. I don't think I'm gonna see any of it. I don't think I will see anything that makes me go, oh, that's cool. Oh, that makes me think. That makes me want to play the game. Nothing. I don't think I'm going to see anything like that. I'm just going to see a bunch of games that I'm not really going to give a damn about.
Yeah, it's a weird one. I'm excited because there haven't been that many leaks this year, so I'm excited that it should be all new and fresh. And although I've been sent loads of emails about stuff that we're not allowed to report on, I don't really read them, so it'll be a surprise to me. So I mean, I guess
that's a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess we'll move on to the last sort of company, and that'd be Sony. And the only thing that I've got wrote down is more games that we won't be playing until another 4 years' time.
Yeah. Sony, this is the thing. If Sony released their games at the speed that they liked to talk shit, they would have so many games. Sony is the type of developer that's like, oh, we have so many new IPs, we have so many awesome games. When are they coming out? Around 2020, 2019. I'm gonna forget that game exists. I'm not gonna give a shit. I'm gonna walk away. Why? Because I don't care. You can't just give me, like, what was that game? Horizon Zero Dawn. It's a good game, but that's it. That's it. That's the only exclusive that PS4 has had that I've actually batted an eye at. Everything else is not worth my time. It's not. You have their Japanese developers that shoot out games, like shoot out top quality games, like every year, every 6 months. Great. You do not have the same for every other developer under your umbrella. So we are only playing RPGs, we are only playing role-playing games. And that's what the PS4 has turned into. It has turned into a role-playing game machine. If you want to play role-playing games, buy a PS4. You want to play anything else? Get a PC or an Xbox. Why? Because the PS4 does not have a selection of games that attracts everyone. It attracts a certain amount of people. New games, new IPs are all the same. Horizon Zero Dawn was basically Far Cry Primal. It is just true. No matter how you slice it, it was basically Far Cry Primal. It may have just been, the machines may have been more complicated than the animals, but the basics were the same. Savages against animals or machines. You gather shit, make better weapons. You can make animals fight for you. You can make them on your side, make them your mounts. Far Cry Primal. It's just for a game that you can only play once, because that's what Horizon Zero Dawn is. There is no procedural generation. There is no, like, you can play this 6 or 7 times more. You play it once or twice, you know the story, you know where all the good shit is, you know how to do everything. There's no reason for you to play the game again. Unless you're getting trophies. Then that's about it, maybe. But besides that, no. So, what's the point? That's a serious thing. What's the point of buying a console that only has a certain type, that has more of a certain type of game than any other genre of game? It's a waste, because they have a lot of good IPs that would go very far, but they use none of them, and so it's a waste. It's a waste of IPs. Honestly, it is. Like, my only hope is that we see something about Darksiders in one of these conferences. Hopefully hopefully on the Sony conference, because they need something. Because, like, let's be honest, do either of us know what Sony is gonna bring out? What's gonna be their thing? Because the only thing I can think of is maybe something to do with VR and maybe Death Stranding, but Death Stranding isn't gonna be there in any physical sense. So you're just gonna probably get.
But I don't think they can show Death Stranding again. They've shown it like every conference they've had for the last like 3 years.
But we haven't seen gameplay.
Yeah, because it's not
How
made.
do you play the game? Why are you telling me about a concept? Show me a game. It's a game conference, not a concept conference. Keep concepts in your books. Show me games. Show me gameplay. Show me something tangible. Just because you have Kojima behind the project does not mean I want to hear about it every 5 minutes without seeing gameplay. The man made Metal Gear. That's it. That's it.
And Zone of the Enders.
Oh, fuck off.
And he did a lot of 16-bit platformers.
No. The only big game he made was Metal Gear. And Metal Gear was supposed to be a stealth game. It turned into a fucking... We went from stealth to shooter to sci-fi real quick. Like, it can't pinpoint a genre on that fucking thing. It changes whenever it's convenient. And this is what I'm saying. You have the actors that are in and the people that are working on Death Stranding not knowing what the fuck they're working on. Guillermo del Toro has no bloody clue. He's like, I don't know. Mickelson, the villain that you see, he has no bloody idea what he's doing. If the people working on the project don't know what they're doing, why should I give a shit? Because no one knows what the fuck. I'm pretty sure Kojima's just biding time at this point. He's just like, I need to think of something quick. Because the only thing we've seen is Naked Man, baby in a container with Guillermo del Toro, German man with cables in people, in soldiers, tanks with stuff on them, Death Stranding, yay!
I think it'll just turn out to be something very similar to Metal Gear Solid 5, that sort of gameplay.
But that's the thing. I don't want it to be. If I want Metal Gear Solid 5, I will play Metal Gear Solid 5. It's the exact same problem I had with Horizon Zero Dawn. If I want to play Far Cry, I will play Far Cry. Give me something new. Do not give me the same shit and tell me you've innovated. You haven't. You've just literally colored shit. You've just spray painted shit and told me it's gold. Don't. It doesn't make sense. You don't do that. You don't. That's not how you make games. And I don't know what it is with this, with people now. They don't really care what they're given. Like, when people heard that Kojima was making something new, no one fucking questioned it. They were just like, oh, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Then they heard there's going to be a new Metal Gear and it's going to be about survival and you're going to use bow and arrow and all this other shit. Yeah, of course you are. They're not just going to make this is the thing. Metal Gear has been the same thing for so long. It has been about espionage. It has been about betrayal. The story has been the same. You have had a character going through betrayal after betrayal, betraying people himself. It's exhausting as shit. It's exhausting. The story was bullshit. It made very little sense to the people that actively played the game. That's not a good thing. That's not a sign of a well-written story. When the people that are actively invested in your story do not understand it. When I need to go onto the internet and look up the several reasons why your story makes sense, your story don't make sense. When I need it absolutely described to me why, it makes sense and how it makes sense and what about it makes it make sense, on how it has a deeper meaning and all this other shit, I don't give a fuck. That's when I stopped giving a shit. Because the game is boring at that point. The story isn't a story. It's just I put some words on the page, make sense of it yourself. You can't do that and expect me to be okay with the game story. And I don't want them to do that with Death Stranding. Because it seems interesting. It seems like Slither. I don't know if you've seen that. Have you seen that movie?
Yeah.
Slither. It looks like that. It looks like something like that. And I wouldn't be surprised if it was. But, like, if it is like that, then just say it. No one's gonna judge you. Just be like, you know what, we got inspiration from Slither. Everyone will be over the fucking moon. Why? Because it's a good movie. If that's where you got your inspiration from, say it. If humans can't be made anymore and they have to be made using test tubes or some shit, say that shit. If it's some Last Children of Men shit, boom, say it. People will lose their shit. Why? Because people love that shit. But if you don't say anything, I'm gonna go to E3 and I'm just gonna see a thin Asian man on the fucking stage talking about some shit that I'm not gonna see for the next 3 years. Why should I give a fuck? It's like, okay, you're standing there telling me that the game is going to be innovative and it's going to be next level and it's going to be amazing. I haven't heard or seen shit that makes me believe that. All I've seen is pre-rendered stuff and cutscenes. Show me something definitive, or I'm not going to give a damn about the game until it actually comes out. Because we've seen this happen a lot more often. People aren't trusting game developers. People aren't trusting developers or publishers anymore because they aren't being shown tangible products. They aren't being shown the game being played. They're not being shown anything that they can feel, that they can actually look at and say, this can influence whether or not I purchase this product. They aren't being shown that. What they're being shown is, this is something pre-rendered, this is a cutscene that we've made, and we're just like, buzzwords, flashy shit, an explosion once or twice, you love it, go buy it. No. Why? Because fuck you, that's why. If you're not going to show me a good game, you can't just tell me it's good. But, shit like this annoys me. It does. I don't know if that's come through. I don't know if
I'm not sure.
You've noticed. Yeah, I don't think I've properly conveyed that it annoys me, but it does. Because people have so much faith in Kojima. People have so much faith in him. But I just want to remind them one thing. Mighty Number 9. Remember that? Mighty Number 9?
Oh, yeah.
People happy and shit, yeah? Mega Man's revival, yeah? What the fuck happened? What happened? The game was garbage! It was hot garbage! And it was like, oh no, it's gonna be the next coming! It's the messiah of games, get the fuck out of here! You were also fucking brainwashed by one man that you were like, oh, they have this guy though, he worked on the original Mega Man or some shit. His dad works at Nintendo. I don't know. And then, I'm going to put all of my faith into this one man. No. He's one man. One man. He's an entire development team. Again, Kojima is one man. He's not an entire development team. The fact that he's gone around and looked at all of this new technology means absolutely nothing, because it takes more than just scouting new technology to make a game. I do not want a gimmick. I want a game. If I wanted a gimmick, I would buy a Switch.
Yeah, I've got a Switch.
Yeah, but David, you make bad decisions all the time. You have a Ridge Racer tattoo.
Thanks.
That's let's be honest. Let's be honest. No.
To be fair, I tell you what, while you're there, I've actually shown you. I don't think I have. Right, I'll just turn the camera on. Right, can you see? So this is your live reaction. Right.
My God! What the fuck? You are a walking billboard! You are a walking billboard of the 90s. What the hell?
There we go.
All I see is Saved by the Bell, and you're ready.
So I have got Sega Saturn, PlayStation, Xbox, Sega Rally, Virtua Fighter 2, Sega, Ridge Racer, AM2, Street Fighter 2, and Virtua Cop. I've got them all around my arm, my lower arm.
Oh my god, man! Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm gonna say this again because I need to emphasize it. You are so lucky you are married, or you'd never get laid again. Understand how serious this is. Wow. Jesus. I don't want to know how much those cost. One must have been like, what, 150?
All in all, it was about £560.
Fuck me. Fuck me. Please tell me, like, you have a shady deal in the back that's just like, oh, I'll put all of this on me if you pay me a certain amount to advertise. Because that's basically what you're doing. You are advertising old games. You are advertising old games. You have Virtua Fighter 2 on your arm.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I can't take it. I just can't. Can I? Okay, so what was the reaction? What was the reaction like? What was the so did you have these tattoos like before you got married or after?
I'm not married.
Oh, girlfriend then. Please say after. Please say you didn't.
I've only had these tattoos for about 2.5 months.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. I thought you were like. I thought you were like a special case. You were like the one man on the planet who could get laid with a PlayStation tattoo on his arm. Oh my God! Like, what's the pickup line at that point? Do you remember Street Fighter 2? Oh yeah, you want to see the back of my arm? For fuck's sake! God.
Hey.
Oh.
They dig it.
You. Oh, your girlfriend's a lucky woman. Jesus.
Anyway, please go to our website, which is oneupgaming.co.uk. Sign up to our new forum sort of page. We've just set that up.
Yes.
We've got a Patreon account at patreon.com/OUG. You can buy official merchandise like mugs and t-shirts at bluecyborg.com. Just search One Up Gaming. We have an audio CD out called Games Inspired Music. And with every album sold, 20% will go to Child's Play charity. We also have our first 100 podcasts on like a USB audio cassette tape thing. And that's at audiobooksontape.com. And everyone sold £1 will go to Diabetes UK. On the website, we've got little Amazon links. If you click on them, it'll basically take you straight to Amazon. Buy whatever you're buying from Amazon. And because Amazon know you've gone through our website, Amazon pays us a couple of % of whatever you've bought. So we get a little bit of commission for that way. So that'd be amazing if anyone could do that. We have Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. They're all just on the links at the top of the site. It's easier just to click on them. Or just search One Up Gaming and you'll get there. If you want to tweet us, it's at OUGofficial. And if you want to email us, it's contact@oneupgaming.co.uk. And the podcast itself that you're listening to, if you want to subscribe to us, please do. If you want to leave feedback and positive stars, things like that, please do. It helps us with downloads and rankings and all that kind of thing. So that has been our E3 preview special, which we don't really know nothing. Well, we do know things, but we're not allowed to say things.
Well, let's put it like this: we know things because right now I think the EA one is happening. So yeah, just so you know when this was recorded, because we don't know shit right now. Neither of us are watching that, but you know we know stuff, some stuff, things.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can say we're in the know because I'm pretty sure Rooster Teeth will probably sue us. I'm not sure.
don't know. I don't listen to them or watch them, whatever they are.
Fuck it, we're in the know. We're in the know. We are specifically in the know. I just want to see how many people in the comments just say, no, you're not. But yes, we are. But yeah. Are we going... We should probably do a podcast for each conference. That'd be great.
Yeah, I'm up for that.
Each different conference, just give our reaction to what was shown the day after. Why not?
Yeah, I'm up for recording that.
Yeah. So yeah, be prepared to listen to our lovely voices.
Hopefully we'll get more stuff done, yeah.
And again. Just, it would be great.
So it's been episode 203 of the One Up Game podcast. And I will be live at the Glasgow Play Expo, which is at Braehead on the 17th of this, so basically next Saturday. So if you're in if you're in Glasgow, please come and say hi to us. I believe we're doing the live panel just after 3 PM, and we've got loads of things to give away, loads of raffle prizes, with all the money going to Diabetes UK. So please go on to the event and buy some raffle tickets. We've got like a massive transformer that's worth like over £100 to give away, and some like HD cameras and Bluetooth headphones and games and loads of stuff. But that's been this episode, so I think Eddie's busy, so thank you all and goodbye.
Oh yeah, goodbye. This is going to be great.
Do you have trouble sleeping? Tossing and turning all night? Nothing you do seems to help. You're not getting your recommended 6 to 8 hours of sleep each night. Well, now there's a solution. Now there's Fat Cat Fly. With Fat Cat Fly, you'll easily get the sleep that you deserve. Download for free on the iOS App Store, and you're guaranteed to get a good night's sleep with very few side effects, as you help a fluffy kitty eat all the junk food that he wants. Side effects may include sleeplessness and desire for cheeseburgers if erection lasts more than 5 hours. See a physician. Try Fat Cat Fly today. Visit facebook.com/fatcatfly because you deserve a better life.
Hey guys, Justin here. I just wanted to say that I've been thinking about you. I've been thinking about you a lot. Yes, you in particular. In that way. And I wanted to say, I think you're great. I've always said that about you. And I was wondering, if you think we're great, if you could give us a quick rating on iTunes, we'd really appreciate it. It would really, really help us out in that, podcasty sort of way. And if you're feeling particularly festive, perhaps even a little saucy, maybe stop by our Patreon page at www.patreon.com/OUG and see if you can't slip a few bucks our way. After all, every little penny or whatever space money they use in Europe helps out the show. Thanks for listening. OUG Gaming will always be free, but with your support, we can always move forward and always be better.